Hey, oh, everybody. Welcome back to Ready, Set, Quest. Guys, it's June 20th.
Oh my gosh.
It's
Already?
summer. Tomorrow is the first day of summer.
Guys, it was 110 degrees outside.
What do we think? Talk to me about summer. Are we excited? Are we summer people? What does summer mean to you? Nissa, what does summer mean to you?
It means being sweaty and hot and thirsty all the time.
Wow, that
Which
was
is
not
not
very
very
positive.
happy.
Are you not a summer person?
No, I like the snow and the rain.
I can't remember if we talked about this on camera or off camera, but Nissa and I are winter girls.
Yes.
We may have
definitely.
talked about that
very
on
much.
camera.
Yeah.
I am also a winter boy.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Hey, come up. Come.
Whoa, winter
A
people.
winter gang.
Uh,
Winter squad.
I am the opposite. Which makes sense. I'm the GM.
Yeah.
I'm the nemesis. I'm the evil.
It's
the
us
evil.
versus you.
The evil summer guy. I don't say I'm a summer guy, but I'm from Canada and I fled the winter because I couldn't handle the darkness. Okay, here's a question. I used to get like the seasonal affective disorder, all the like hardcore. I was so depressed in the winter. Do you guys? I bought it. So then I started buying I bought a sad lamp. I know you guys heard of
I
this.
had one of those.
You have.
Yeah.
It's so that helped me a lot. So you guys are.
Yeah, it made a huge difference for me. I've been I'm not anymore, but I've been working in the past 5 years living in northern Indiana, working in an office with no windows. Which
Cool.
in the winter, I'm right on the edge of like the time zone difference from Eastern to Central. So in the winter, that meant that on days that I worked for like certain weeks during the year, I didn't see the sun at all.
Yeah.
And
Damn.
so having a sun lamp, crucial. But I also because I like the cold. I'm a daily 30-minute to hour and a half walk kind of person.
Mhm.
So like going out in a cold walk in the middle of winter is great.
Mm.
I've been really enjoying the warm weather on my walks, and I think it's interesting, Jack, you talking about how hot it is down there. I just had a week ago, a full month and a half ago, a conversation with my parents and my grandparents. I'm from Arkansas originally. My grandparents live in Dallas. And I expressed to them that now that I've lived in the Midwest, I don't think that there's anywhere more south of where I am now that I can manage, because I just can't do it again.
It's too hot.
I just can't do it.
I grew up in Texas and
Mhm.
grew up sweaty. And just
I grew up sweaty.
And
I'm like the sweatiest person in the world.
I'm sweating now. I had my
Me
AC
too.
off, so I'm not sure if you can see the sheen,
I'm currently sweating.
but I had to turn the AC off for our recording.
Yeah.
And it's like 95 degrees outside, and the sun's out. The sun's gone,
Yeah.
but it's still like 95. It gets really hot. It definitely hot.
But
and
doesn't it
it's
get?
only
Don't you
getting
guys
It's
hotter.
down
get?
there.
Don't you guys get sad? Don't you just like the darkness? I can't handle the darkness. Look, it's still it's light.
The darkness
it's
is
light.
rough.
Look at this.
I love the
beautiful
darkness.
light.
Yeah.
I love natural light. I do like natural. I like when it's nice and cozy
Yeah.
inside and it's nice and cool, and I can put a hoodie on inside.
Yeah.
But
that's
there's
nice.
also like natural light from windows, and it's like that cloudy, overcast natural light. I love it.
I did also grow up in Colorado, so like winter cold snow
Mm.
means snow blindness to me sometimes,
you
where
get
you
the
can't see
reflective-
because of the sun. It's just so
Mhm.
sunny and there's all this snow.
right.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I'll get back to you when I've experienced the dark. Maybe I'll
Right.
change my
It's like-
mind.
Once I could see the darkness.
It's always like a toxic relationship or whatever. For me with the winter. Because after every winter ended and it was summer again, I was just like, that winter wasn't that bad, right? It's fine. And then winter
It's
happens and I'm like,
definitely
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit
That's-
sucks.
yeah.
It's dark
Yeah,
for
the-
6
the-
months.
The February blues are so real. So
I
real.
feel that about like May, and now it's like, no, I don't want to go into summer.
Wow.
I don't want to. I
was
don't want to
not.
like be crying every time I get out of the car because it's so
David,
like,
you've
thick
never
and humid
experienced
outside.
a Texas summer,
This
so
is
you
so.
can't speak on
This
this.
is like you guys are the most temperature privileged people I've ever met.
But
No, you don't
They're
even
like,
know,
oh, the
David.
summer,
You don't
the
even
summer
know,
is
David.
too hot. It's too
Hey,
hot for my body.
Unless you've been like at a softball baseball tournament as a catcher in July in 100-degree heat, 90% humidity all day, I don't want to hear shit about the Canadian winter. Okay, I don't want to hear shit.
That was the most specific reference ever. Okay, sorry. All the
Especially-
softball catchers in chat.
especially us working in the film industry, everywhere in Texas is like,
Oh, for sure.
there's no rain or clouds or anything. Let's film outside because it's so bright and sunny out. Well, guess what? It's going to be 115 degrees and you're going to be an extra and you're going to be wearing all wool because that's when we're going to film
Of course.
1923's winter episodes.
That's
And and you will just die. And it's terrible.
Okay,
God, Jack, I can only
you're all winter people, and Ethan too. You said you're a winter person.
Grew up in Colorado, and so I love the winter. The summer, my grandparents lived in Arizona for most of my life, and so I think there's still like a sidewalk in the suburbs of Phoenix with parts of my Crocs melted onto them, and
Holy
so
shit.
I'm so like summer. You know, it's not bad here, but it's like I like the darkness. I like you know, when I was a kid, kind of getting out of school, and it's like, whoa, that's so crazy. We'll see how I'm feeling next summer or next winter, but at the moment, I'm like, I could do a winter again.
Yeah. I will say about the summer though, even though it's hot, the long days in the sunshine, it is nice. It does feel good. And there's still the association, even though I'm like years and years out of school, not to reveal too much here. But like there's still that kind of giddiness of like, it's summer. We could do things.
Summer.
You know, like this is great, you know? Especially like living with a PhD student, now professor, for the past 6 years. Like there's very much a like idea of the summer break as in like a break of like a time to relax and do a lot of really exciting, adventurous things. You have more time to do things during the day. Even though like you have the same amount of time in the day in the winter, but it still feels like the day is a million times longer because the sun is still out. So like there's like there is a joy with summer with
it
all
also helps
the
like
sweat
mentally
and
because
grumpies.
the seasonal depression is a thing. So like it being summer does help. Like, okay, it's bright, it's sunny. I guess
Just
I'll be
drink
happy.
as much water as you can possibly manage.
Oh my gosh.
in your body, you know?
Well,
Also, Ethan, before we touch off of it, is the Croc logo just like branded into your foot like like Andy from Toy Story?
Oh,
Or-
honestly, I wish.
Yeah.
That way, it's like if I turn to vigilantism and I'm off in the streets and I'm like,
The
how
Croc.
dare you? And then I kick them square in the chest and it's the
It leaves
Croc
an
logo.
impression.
It's just
They call me the Gator.
Mirrored twice. Yeah.
that was the
oh,
most.
Croc.
That was the most comfortable kick I ever experienced.
wow,
It was
actually
so.
nice
It's
and
just
padded.
so nice. It was just so
I can still
padded.
smell the synthetic fucking.
I think Ethan just came up with his new character.
Yeah, sorry guys.
The Croc.
Killer
Croc.
Croc,
The Killer
like
Croc.
trademark slashed out.
Yeah.
Crocodile Dundee.
Crocodile, you're Dundee.
Crocodile, you're Dundee.
I don't know.
Don't worry about it.
Well, speaking of the longest day ever, you guys are having a fucking long ass day
Oh my gosh.
This is
on
true.
Sansa
10
6.
episodes later.
Always sunny on Sansa 6. Back in a second.
Never sunny.
Hey, Questers, how's it going? It's David coming at you from the post-production office, which is the same as the recording office, but it's just me. And I just wanted to break in here for a quick message and let you know that we actually record these episodes ahead of time, and we've actually made it to the end of our recordings, and I'm scheduled to go to China next week for a month. So we're going to put the adventure on hiatus for just a little bit. But don't fret, because in the meantime, we've got some really fun stuff to release in the meantime, and I'm excited for you to see it. We've got the conclusion of our Table for Two 1,000-year-old vampire playthrough. I sat down with Paul Sollimo, and we played this solo role-playing game where you create a vampire and throughout the ages and see his life continue, and the good and the bad and the ugly. And it was very fun. We turned a solo game into a sort of two-player role-playing experience, and I'm really proud of it. I think it turned out great. And so go check that out. And we've also got coming up, we've got some really fun one-shots that we played and recorded. We've got one called Everyone is John, where everyone plays the voices of one character, the voices in their head and controlling them at different times. That one's bananas. It just kind of went off the charts. It was really fun. And we've got one called Goblin Quest coming up, and also a teaser kind of sampler playthrough of Pathfinder 2nd Edition, the beginner box. So lots of fun stuff, really cool, and I'm excited for you all to see it. And if any of that sounds appetizing to you, then, well, hit the subscribe button and join the adventure. Come along. Come along for the ride. Get notified when the new videos drop. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want to come for the ride? Honestly, we're a small channel. We're still growing, and everything helps, and it really does mean a lot. And I'm just excited where this is going, and it really does mean the world. Means the world to us to have you there and listening and commenting, and it's been really fun so far, and I just excited to see where this goes. Truly, honestly. So, speaking of where does this go, let's get on with it. Back to the adventure, the conclusion of this episode, Mothership, episode 10.
Hello? Are you there? Can you hear me? We never should have come to this place. There's too many of them. That sound. It's like a razor blade in my fucking brain. We never should have come to this place. Oh, God. They're here. To tell my family.
And we're back. We're playing Mothership with this crazy cast of characters. Last time, inside the base, we explored our minds. Sophie, Corey revealed that she has paper cuts on her skin, not because she was arts and crafting. It's because something is happening to her body. She confided in the rest of the crew. We flashed back to her and Bob meeting for the first time, and Corey stealing the infamous banana and getting chased by the cops, the security.
The titular banana.
We cut back to this is a very interpersonal. That was a very interpersonal episode.
Yeah.
Dr. Dork and Hudson talked about the cuts on. Dr. Dork also confided in his friend Hudson about the cuts that he has on his arm, but he wants to keep it secret from the rest of the crew. We cut back to the flashback, and you guys were running through the crowd, and Bob managed to talk their way out of the getting arrested, but
Obviously.
Corey was not so lucky. The power went out in the base. You guys went and investigated that, determined that the fuel had run out, repaired the fuel, or filled up the tank, parked the APC to block the hole in the garage door. And that's where we left you guys. It was a lot of interpersonal things, not a lot happening, and that's where we'll pick it up. You guys are in the garage, and we left. Corey was getting interrogated and punched in the face by a detective. So we'll see what happens with that. But for now, we're back in the base. So let's pick it up there.
Thank God that music's over.
Yeah,
I think that it is worth investigating, at least knowing how to turn that shit off. It might have been just like a party announcement or something.
We could do that. However, I
Mhm.
believe that we should try our best to stick to our initiatives and our objectives. We have people to rescue, people to find, people to recover. And
Yes.
I
Let
feel
me
like a game
remind
plan
you.
to do so.
Let me remind you of your objectives, which were. And Bob, you can actually also, if you. This is on.
Yeah,
your
would you like me
sheet.
to remind?
Yeah,
everyone?
remind them of. Let's remind them of the objectives, especially
Alright,
the
Dr.
lower tier
Dirk.
ones.
Let's think through our objectives here, okay? First, rendezvous with Second Lieutenant Kaplan. Obviously, we can't do that, so let's just skip that part and move on.
Check, done.
We did it. All right.
does, Dr.
Reestablish satellite communications. Have we done that?
Not yet. The
We're well on
comms-
our way.
Well, we can't turn on the radios.
Okay.
I don't know if
Okay.
that's shortwave or long wave frequencies stuff.
That's fair.
The
That's fair.
computer's
We'll,
not
we'll come
finished,
back
is
to that.
it?
The power. Yes. Right? Is it?
The
Did we
computer
ever
is.
finish it?
The computer is still unrepaired. You've done a good job of getting it up, but there's still stuff to do.
It's almost
Okay, I
done.
feel like we've gotten distracted by the satellite thing. I'm sorry I brought it up. That went along with rendezvousing and restoring power to the base. So we did part of our initial priority, but we
Right.
can't do the first part. So I feel like we should just move on.
Okay.
Our second priority is the cascading objective, which is extraction of critical personnel. So we're looking for Hinton and Dr. Edom. All right. We
have
haven't
not
found either
Edom's
of them.
body.
But
We do have. I'll pull out the tracker and kind of make it to where people can see it, but look at it myself to see if Hinton is still up in like the mountains of the.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's still
have they
beeping.
moved?
It's still beeping. It is running out of power. You see that the
Does-
battery. The
does
What'd
it
you
battery
say?
seem to have moved any since the last we checked it?
it's still there, still in the same spot.
Well, at least that means they're staying put.
Do we feel like maybe that marker is southwest of us?
What? Does it?
Could
does
it be
the does the
southwest?
tracker
I can't
have
see it from here. Can you
directions?
show me better? All right,
If
David,
you look
what
at it,
does
it
it
appears
look
to
like?
be north of you.
That's unfortunate because we could check out Heron Station, which is southwest of us, but that's not part of our objectives. I digress. We've
Hold
got.
on 1 second.
I've learned something.
So it is
Yes.
in the direction. My mistake. If the terraforming station is southwest, then it's past that.
Oh,
Beyond.
Oh,
Also,
I
I,
think it's
believe you have an
southwest.
objective that is related to the.
yeah. It's
base,
part of our
right?
initial priority, the Heron terraforming station. That's where we're restoring our power to. Right, guys? You understood that? So we're at Greta Base. They want us to restore power to Heron terraforming station.
oh,
Okay.
The place southwest.
The
We're
reason
supposed
this
to do
base
both.
exists, the reason this base exists is because the company Omnicon is terraforming the planet, and this is the crew quarters and HQ attached to the terraforming station. But the terraforming station is the main deal here. It's the main.
so we've been
reason.
barking
Yeah.
up the wrong tree. We should have.
Is this why you've been making such a stink about staying here, Dr. Dirk?
Yeah, I thought.
I
this
thought
was
you were
the
just
station.
stupid. Oh, okay.
Ouch.
Well, anyway, we could do that.
I
And then
tried
we have to
being
retrieve.
nice to a robot once in my life.
Hey,
When were you ever nice
they're
to
not
the
a
robot?
robot.
But yes, this was why I was so insistent on the setting and getting things working here.
Well, we could go check
I think
out
it's
Heron
still-
terraforming station.
Worth getting the satellite communication repaired here. But if everything right now is urgent, we haven't even been here for a full 24 hours, and
It is
I'm
currently 1900 hours.
we got here around 11. You said, or 10 or
Noonish,
11?
yeah.
Noonish. Okay.
You've been here around 8 to 9 hours.
Okay.
The computer probably has another half a day left to fix it. You've made good
Okay.
progress. it was a full day's work and you're halfway through that. So maybe another 5-6 hours. 4 if you're lucky, 3 if you get really lucky.
Well, then we
Okay.
probably ought to secure the other base. Just know what's over there.
Yeah.
Although I don't like the
Alright.
idea of not being able to phone an SOS if it's really bad.
We can fix satellite communications first. I thought that's what we had decided. I'm sorry for.
It just
Not,
depends on what
sticking it
our
to you.
top number one priority is going to be.
Initial priority does say reestablish satellite connections, and then C under that is restore power to Heron terraforming station. So, however you'd like to read that.
I think that that's probably a good idea. Establish a satellite communication so that we can raise up a flag, make sure that give a status update, let them know we at least have 5 dead and unknown others, that these carcinids are very much still alive. If we're able to make contact with Moss, as someone kind of higher up with the corporation, he may make an executive call not to continue pursuing the terraforming, although I don't think he really gives a shit about any of us, so he probably will want us to keep trying. I mean, none of us are owned assets, so it would be probably cheaper to see us die than to lose this. So I wouldn't rely on that. I think if it's possible for Dr. Dork and Frederick to have the primary focus on fixing the computers. Bob, you've been looking over Dr. Edam's research.
Mm-hmm.
If it's possible for the two of you to continue on with the repairs without hindrance, without Bob's help, if you could focus on kind of the biological mystery of what's happened here, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, I mean, I can try.
I'm not going to be much help with any investigating or repairing. I don't have much skills outside of combat. So I think eyeline is a good idea, but if I can be kind of away from the group as we can stand it, I really don't want to see this spread to anybody else. It's possible that when I moved the bodies, something slipped. There was also I was the closest to that thing that we saw, and so I may have been the only one to feel the full impact of it. But when it screeched, it was like there were 1,000 of them. Like a whispering, and I don't know if that's related. Bob, you mentioned something about the crab song or whatever, and the lieutenant who fucking chucked himself in the pit, he was all talking about being a part of things and hearing stuff, and I don't wonder if maybe that could have been the cause, in which case maybe earplugs, if we can find something.
I definitely heard something when the creature was around. It was loud and kind of painful, I suppose. So if that's what you're talking about, I don't think you were the only one to hear it.
No.
Okay.
Maybe. Did it sound like 1,000 screeches inside your head, or just the one?
Yeah, kind of
screech?
did.
It did?
Yeah, it was
So
like there was
Very loud, though.
whispering. Well, okay. I felt like it was more than loud. It was weird. I've never experienced anything like it.
Like it was coming from inside of my head instead of outside. Dr.
kinda.
Dork, you're nodding. Did you experience the
It
same?
was just a very piercing noise. I'm sympathizing with you.
Oh, okay. Frederick, you didn't hear that.
I mean, I definitely heard some, but
Okay.
I don't know.
No, it's okay. I was definitely the closest, so it's possible that the proximity I've made something more audible, and Bob has advanced sensors, so
It's true.
it would make sense that they would have heard what I did, having been closer.
So what do you guys want to do?
Corey, can I try something real quick?
Sure. What do you want to try?
I'm gonna just show me around. And I'm gonna take out my
Don't
stim pack.
Put your hand on it.
Oh.
Don't let the flesh touch flesh.
I still have the like dishwashing
The
gloves
extra.
on. Yeah,
Wait, hold on. We don't know if that would accelerate something growing.
Well, they heal, don't they?
But could they heal whatever if it's an organism against your skin, in your skin?
I'm not against trying it. I just want to make sure that we feel like
As long
I
it's
mean,
as
it
you're
doesn't
okay
feel
with
like anything's moving around under there. If I could fortify my body, frankly, I'm really wound up. I think that in the past, stim packs have been helpful in
if nothing
making
else, it'll
better,
relieve a little bit
clearer.
of stress.
all right.
Worth a try. And I'll stow my guns so that
Okay.
they're not within easy grab of myself. I mean, any gun on my person is within easy grab of my, but like less, so I don't like jolt or anything.
Sure. And I'm gonna put my hand on your shoulder real quick. It'll be okay. We'll figure this out.
All right, I trust you.
I will press the stim pack into Corey's arm and press.
As you do that, Corey, you feel the like a numbing sensation in your arm as the fluid of the stim pack goes into your veins. You feel a rush of adrenaline, and you actually see on your arm that the paper cuts heal up on your arm.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
We don't know if
That's
that just helped the superficial cuts, the surface injuries, but for right now,
it's
how do you
not
feel?
nothing.
it's not nothing.
I'm supercharged, honestly. I feel great. But that's just what stim packs do. Thank you, Frederick. And I'll pull my stim pack out and hand it to him and be
Oh,
like,
no.
listen,
Hey.
keep one on you. Good to have it in your pocket.
If you're so keen on being the shield, I'd rather you hold on to that.
All right.
All right.
I won't fight you on that. I'll put it back away. So
What's the plan, team?
Let's go.
What are we doing?
Fix those computers, huh?
Can you
Go
get back to the
finish
command
fixing those
center?
computers and then make it over to the terraforming center.
Who's fixing?
I will go fix.
I will help.
So Dr. Dork and Hudson make their way.
Before
Back
I leave
to the
for the
computer room.
comm room, Corey, you've used your Stimpaks before. You've been in dangerous situations. How long do the effects usually last? Like this energizing effect you seem to have.
Maybe 5 to 10 minutes. It's a quick rush. It's best in high combat situations.
Dr. Dork,
but it's
we
good
do not
for,
use stim packs as a way to get high. You know that,
I
right?
was not going.
Oh, you went British.
It's
all
kind of
over.
like an EpiPen. Are you familiar with like the old?
Yes,
The
yes. I'm
it's
familiar
it's an
with the
adrenaline
relics.
boost. It's short. It heals
I was just curious.
superficial
I was just
wounds.
Well, can you sniff it? Can you sniff it?
Well,
Can
I was
you-
not trying to use it recreationally. Okay.
I don't think
may
that's
be
what
a
you're
drug,
using
but
it
I'm not
for.
a drug.
I don't think that it would be helpful for prolonged use with
And I
assisting
wasn't
in
going to suggest it. I
repairing
was just curious.
repairing the computers.
I was just
But-
curious. I was just curious. Don't mind me.
Just a little taste.
Yeah. I was just yeah.
They're also extremely highly addictive, so I would not recommend
That's true.
So
more than one. a
you
day.
guys make your way to the computer terminal. You have a stim pack, Dr. Dork, I believe.
Yes.
And
Yeah, we all do.
what is Corey? Well, I'll get you guys to roll for the computer fixin'. One of you can aid the other, and the other person will get
Yeah,
advantage.
I'll just give Dork advantage.
Fantastic. Yeah, I'll go ahead and add my computers with my engineering.
Mhm.
So that's 40 plus 2. Oh yeah, D100. I forgot. My first.
Roll the brick.
Finally. Gonna roll this bad boy. Alrighty, let's do it. Yeah,
It's like a black hole. Like has so much density to it that
truly.
It's like those like magic juggling balls.
Oh yeah,
oh, that was either very good or very bad.
Yeah.
sounds fantastic. It's great. It's
It's
He runs the
amazing.
computer.
It's definitely a great roll.
It's definitely a great roll.
That's a 76 under a 99.
Wait, you have 99?
How's that
Ow.
What the
possible?
hell?
No, I mean I rolled a 99.
Oh.
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 Well, you're lucky you have advantage, so you can
So-
roll again and take the better result, which will be.
Did I
the
say
next
that
roll.
wrong?
Yeah, you
90
you rolled a
Yeah.
99 over 76 is what happened.
Oh, got it.
How the hell do you have 99 on intelligence?
Oh, that works much better.
So he sniffs the stim pack. So
He breaks the computer.
so smart.
Never mind. I was looking at that upside down.
Bites the mouse.
Well, that's still fine. I rolled a 61 under a 76.
Alright.
Success. You guys set the task working. You're finding like scrap parts. You're taking apart other machines that you're finding. You're getting. There's some soldering irons. You're just working.
As we're putting this together, I look over at Hudson. Hudson, if you wouldn't mind, could you check in on Corey after a few hours just to see if anything comes back?
Yeah.
I would like to use my stim pack on myself, but I'm hesitant. I want to make sure that the effects are not adverse.
I hear you, buddy. I'll go.
Thank you.
I'll go
what are
check
you guys
on
doing while they're working?
I think in the meantime, Corey's gonna stick really close to Bob, because I think she's pretty confident that whatever is happening with her isn't gonna transfer to them, and is kind of needing the creature comfort of a close proximity, like with a friend. And also, she's not very smart, but she knows that she's not gonna be able to help with any of the investigating of things. But maybe like taking an inventory, sitting in the farthest corner of the room, maybe even a little bit in the corridor, to like not be close to Dork and Frederick. But like shuffling through her things, making any suggestions of any observations that she's like missed talking about. And I think as we sit down, or I don't know if Bob would sit or what you would be doing as you investigate, I think we're like, hey Bob, I noticed the body we found in the freezer
I was
was
thinking about that.
unaffected. Kind of sealed door, possibly, maybe sealed because he couldn't hear. But there's also only one of those vials was labeled. I don't know what any of the other ones are. And now that we have power, it's been several hours. Maybe if they've defrosted, I don't wonder if whoever that was. I mean, we find his dog tag, so I'm sure we knew his name. But I don't wonder if he found something to ward everything off. But if there's some clue in the the hydrochloric acid or whatever mystery substances in those vials as to like either a preventative measure or maybe a superstition that's worth looking into.
Okay, let's do it. Let's go check it out.
Well, I think you have them, don't you?
Do I?
I think Dr. Dork took the medical case you found in the freezer, which has all the medicine in it.
Yeah.
And then gave the acid to Bob because
Right.
Yeah.
That vial has now defrosted, definitely, and it's just like a clear liquid inside a vial labeled hydrofluoric acid.
Is there anything like unusual looking about it?
No.
Well, it looks normal. We could go back to the lab and maybe see if there's something we could investigate it with, like a microscope or something.
Yeah.
That sound good?
Is that what you're doing? Because they're going to be working for
let's do that.
3 hours in there.
Why don't you see if Dork will give you back that kit with the other vials in it, and we can take a look at them all.
Okay.
Or
I will ask him.
I'll hold the light for you. I don't know if there's anything I can do to help.
All right. So I'm gonna go very reluctantly to go ask Dork for this medical kit.
I'm like sitting in the corridor, kind of like cross. My legs are crossed and I'm a little hunched. It's a little bit like a little kid, like a giant little kid
in a battle suit,
waiting for her best friend to come back.
You walk
Dr.
in,
Dork.
Bob. You walk into the comms room, whatever it's called, the communication center area, and you find them working very diligently on the computers.
Dr. Dork,
Yes.
do you have that medical kit that we found earlier? Remember? The vial? Yeah.
Yes, I do. I
Can I have it?
Sure. I think I set it down in the barracks room.
In the
I
barracks.
don't have it on me at the moment. The whole.
All right. I'll go find it.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm gonna go find it. I suppose.
And I would have just set it down, just on the ground, like right inside the door when I went in there earlier. To look at my arm.
Great. Bob, you walk over to the quarters. Lights are on, so it's easy. You walk in. You see the medical case sitting on one of the bunk beds. You grab it. As you do, you see something sticking out from under the bed.
Oh no. Okay. What does it look like?
A tube.
Okay. I would like to
like a cardboard tube, like big, like you would roll
like
up and
a
put,
like a paper towel tube,
like
or like a
like you would put drawings in or something.
Okay. I would like to back up a little bit and
shoot it.
Maybe
Shoot it. Gun first.
get the gun out and slowly look down underneath the bed, all around, and at this tube.
You get down on all fours, and you peek your head under the bed, and underneath you see this tube, full thing, and you see a binder as well.
Okay. Does it look safe under there? No creepy crawly.
No creepy crawlies.
Great. I'm gonna grab the tube and the binder and head back towards the command room and the comms room and the medical kit. So I'm carrying a lot. It's a little cumbersome. Walk it back. And I'd like to go sit down next to Corey and put everything out. I'm really scared to open this tube.
Here, give it to me.
All right, here you go. Be careful.
I'll scoot.
You scoot back.
Scoot
like a
back,
bomb.
and then kind of like away from my face, and not towards Bob, but like pointed away. I'll just pop it open. Wait, and then I'll.
You pop open the lid of the tube, and nothing happens.
All right.
Okay.
Ooh. Down the barrel.
You look inside. There's a rolled up piece of paper.
Okay.
Roll
I'll
for
kind of
Yeah,
like
go for it. Roll up a new character.
yeah. Corey dies instantly.
You get sucked into the tube to another dimension.
Death.
Take 35 seconds damage. I'll like shake it out and roll it out and spread it on the ground in front of me in the corridor. And just kind of do the like full swipe of get it as far open as I can. Hold down the sides. Nothing in the tube, Bob. Just this.
As you
What is
as
it?
you spread out the piece of paper, you realize that it is a map of the terraforming station.
Oh, this is useful.
Solid.
And you open it up and you see that it's quite a large station. There's a hydro reactor. It's all stationed right next to the dam. There's a big dam wall, and it looks like there's several
There's
buildings.
a big damn wall there.
It's a big damn wall.
Gotta go get some big damn stuff.
And you see there that there is a tower, which is labeled as the satellite communications tower.
Mm.
What
Okay.
the
Several
fuck
buildings.
are they repairing?
And there's a
Well, it could be the comms off thing, on the wall.
I don't know.
they're repairing the computers in the
So the computers is like the logs and like all of the information and everything that we need.
It's probably
far as-
fine.
It's the
Then-
command center, so
Yeah.
that's probably fine.
Probably okay. Probably.
That's interesting. Why do I
That's
get
cool.
the feeling that this other base is just crawling with those things?
Well, it definitely could be crawling with those things. But maybe it's not. That would be nice for us.
I wonder
I
if there's
suppose.
some way short length comms are probably inadvisable, especially if there's some kind of sound issue.
Yeah.
I think it makes perfect sense, at least to me. I don't know, this could be a totally, but I think it would make sense if the sound from that creature affected me by proximity and affected you by your tech, by having that extra sensitive tech. Maybe the comms amplify it in some way, and if we were all
Or
on
they could
comms,
send
then
it?
others would be. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think maybe no matter what, don't put anything in your ears. You might be okay, but maybe we'll advise the guys once things
Nothing.
get
Okay.
up.
Okay. Sounds like a
So
good
is
plan.
that what you're doing over the next, let's kind of fast forward a little bit through
Well, I
all
also
this
found a
business.
binder, and I
You
would
found a
love to
binder.
look at the binder.
Great. You open the binder and you find that there's a lot of research on these carcinoids. It's hypotheses, it's experimental things, wondering about the crab song, how it can be implemented as potentially like a military weapon. There's a lot of different musings in here, but it's
Damn useful.
it's not like something that you would want to see in a corporate document.
Okay.
Probably why it's under the bed.
Yeah.
Journal notes.
Okay. Can I do a deep dive research into this while they fix the computers?
Yeah, you can do that. So let's let's fast forward through this next 3 hours. You guys are fixing computers. Corey's chilling. You're looking through the binders. You're making your own notes. And
If Bob is
lot to go
focused on the
through.
binder, then I might try and use like whatever military backing I have to like try and sort through the vials so that way somebody's doing something with them.
The vials
Yeah.
of the medicine.
I'm not going to be able to find very much, but
As for Hudson and I, you just hear the occasional fuck. Ow.
Shit. Damn it. I'm checking my arms every like few minutes.
Yeah. You check. You don't see anything on your arms.
Okay.
I'd like to. Has mine grown at all or changed?
3 hours later,
Hours?
yeah, you look and you see more on your arm. And yeah, there's just more up and down your arm. And if you look under your shirt, you see that there's some forming on your chest, kind of all over your body. It's happening.
Fuck it. I don't want this to get any worse. I'm gonna pull out my stim pack.
You inject yourself with a stim pack.
Inject
You feel that
myself.
rush of adrenaline courses through your body. It feels amazing. You feel euphoric for a second.
Shit.
You feel that numbness
Sickness.
all across your body. And yeah, you look and you see that the paper cuts start receding on your arm, and they disappear from your chest, and they kind of go back down to what it was, a few hours ago when you started. They're not all gone though. And Corey, while you're sitting there going through the documents with Bob, every once in a while you hear like a whisper in your head. Actually, Dork, you're hearing the same thing as you were working too. You're like, you hear like a crab whispering
That's
in your
him.
head.
The classic crab sounds.
The classic crab whisper. Come to the hive, come to the hive, come to the hive, come to the hive, come to the hive.
I look over. Can I wait? Hold on. We're in different rooms. Never mind.
Well, we're within eyesight. I'm in the
We are?
corridor. Like I specifically position myself so I can see what you guys are doing.
As I'm hearing these, I'd like to look over at Corey and just see if I could read her face if she's kind of hearing it. I'm like, fuck. Okay. And I think I can see that she's also experiencing something based on her facial expressions.
Great.
Yeah, Corey definitely. She's an open book. You can see it on her face. Like if she's hearing things at the same time as you, for sure, she's like startling and freaking out, but recovers faster than you would expect, and goes back to whatever she's doing.
Got it. So 3 hours go by you're doing all of this. I said it was 1900. So it's around 2200 hours when you finish your round of repairs, and you made really good progress. You feel like you have a couple more hours where there's just like a couple more lines to fix and the motherboard that needs fixing, but you think that you can get this thing back online. If you guys are going to keep working, give me another roll.
Okay.
I think we'll go ahead and finish it off.
Full steam. Or I'll give you advantage.
Ooh. Okay. That is gonna be. I rolled a 38 under a 76.
Yeah,
Was
roll
that
twice.
did you roll
Oh,
with
with
advantage? You
advantage.
could crit.
Yeah. Well, no look roll. Cocky.
Nope. That's a 100.
Wait, is
Great.
it double zero?
Oh, I have a 100 sided dice. Is
Oh, is
Oh,
there
yeah,
a
so
zero
there
on
is-
your dice?
99 is the top, so that's
There's a 1 on my dice.
so
There's
that's a
1 and
0.
100.
So that's a crit. 100 is a crit on your dice because everyone else rolling a 0-0 would be a crit.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so you just the fucking
Lucky, dude.
see the matrix. You tap into the
It's
system.
the stim pack.
The stim pack you're feeling good about the stim pack. You're just riding the wave. And both of you make really quick work. You fix the computers and you feel slightly better. You guys both can remove one stress from that critical success. And
how much stress gets removed with a stim pack?
Just one.
Just one. Damn.
Yeah.
Great. I didn't realize that.
I forgot about that too.
I read it.
So you can remove that one stress that you also from using your stim pack.
I have.
So you guys get the computers up and running. It's okay. So because of that critical, you do it in record time. It only took you like an hour to finish that, and now it's like 2,300 hours. And
what can I say? I'm just good at computers.
You get it up and running. It comes up like the screen is still busted, but you get the computer on. It turns on. You see the blinking cursor on the screen. It's like old school. It's like old school DOS computing.
You hear like the Windows boot up sound.
Yeah, Windows boot up.
Dial up.
It's dial up.
Giant ass fly in this room. What the fuck? Sorry.
It's like an old school Mac. I don't know if you remember those or have seen those.
Yeah.
It's like the first generation Mac. There was like just like a few things you could click on. There was like a trash can you could drag files into, and you see that there's some file folders with operational documents, and you do see that there is a communications function of this computer that is connected to it says Heron on it.
Heron.
Heron.
Well,
This is on a face journey.
I got the rest.
Don't turn those on.
I have the computers back on. I know
You do?
some
Already?
things about communication. I'm just good like that. What can I say? I'm just feeling really good suddenly. I don't know why. But
I want to squint at him suspiciously.
The stim pack really wasn't for drug use, dude. It's for
what do you mean?
emergencies.
I don't do drugs.
Is that how you did this?
No, I'm just good at. I have a
right,
master's
sorry,
in
my bad.
engineering.
Only a master's? Why have we been calling you doctor?
Because it's the equivalent of a doc. I didn't make this. I have a doc. Yeah, it's basically doc.
You have an
I'm really good
unrelated
with
PhD.
Yeah.
I have an associate's in
Hey,
stuff.
Hey, I went to summer camp.
I got my computer merit badge.
Exactly.
I may have dropped out of high school.
I'm a self-taught. What can I say? But I
His
fixed
first
it,
name is Doctor.
and my first name, yeah, it's a family thing. Yeah. Anyway, I fixed it. I know we saw the thing in the barracks earlier saying that we shouldn't, like we said.
Yeah,
like,
don't do it.
No radio.
Don't turn them on.
It seems inadvisable at the moment.
Okay. Is
If
there?
sound
If I open this file,
Let me help you out a little bit. It doesn't look like it's a radio. It's a digital communication.
so it's like text.
It's like on the computer. It's not. There's a separate radio comm.
I think
I
this
see.
is safe to turn
Yeah.
on.
You fixed the computer. You didn't fix the comms.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna open this communications thing up
All right.
and just see and read what messages there are.
Okay.
If like what the most recent message was, at least.
Yeah, you click on the folder and it says
You up?
it sends you up.
Hey, all
Sorry.
lowercase, no punctuation.
You click on the folder and it opens up like a text chat thing, and you say that it says your end of the chat says Greta on it, Greta base, and the cursor's blinking as if you can send messages.
Well, interesting.
Might be worth.
Does it say what the message
who it's to?
Yeah, Heron it says on it.
Okay, this is Heron. Okay. I mean, should we try to send out a message?
Do we want
Yeah.
them to know we're here?
If
I mean, if it's intelligent enough to use this, then yes. I don't think the crabs were.
I don't know
You
that
don't?
the claws would have the dexterity to
Exactly.
type.
Even if they were taking over a host, that host only knew how dig. So, I don't think.
All right.
I think I think we should write it. I'm gonna go ahead and start typing a message. Hello, we are a team sent by Omnicron to come and help and assist. We're over at Greta base now. We see that it's fucked. Are you okay? Are you safe? What is your situation? Over. And I type over.
You hit
Eloquent.
you hit
Instead of a
send.
period.
You hit send. Boop. You can see that the message has been transmitted. You wait a second, and a notification bubble pops up on the screen,
Guys are typing.
and it says, it's like a file. It says, open.
Everything tells me this is a virus. But
Or well, then don't open it.
You click open on the file, and
I told you, it's something about this song, guys. It's gotta be.
It has to be something to do with this.
The
fucking-
song starts
This
playing.
is so weird.
If we get catfished by a crab,
Okay.
we just get
It's either
by
the
a
song
Crabfish.
crabfish.
or some
Is-
fucking lunatic
there
has
something-
lost their mind here and is
Different?
obsessed.
Is there something different about this song?
Fucking
This version?
lunatic named David Guthrie.
Oh my god.
Can we send a message? Maybe.
I click out of the file.
Oh, yeah.
It stops.
I break the computer.
Ask him what the fuck.
The cursor's blinking. You go back to the chat. The cursor's still blinking, waiting for a reply.
What's with
you have
the
poor
song?
taste in music. Over. P.S.
That's not helpful.
Could you answer my question?
Good try.
Thin.
You wait and wait. Minutes, seconds, not hours. You wait minutes and minutes. And then finally, boop, a message appears.
This is another file.
It says SOS.
Bob,
Mm-hmm.
is it possible
Duh.
there's a message in the music? Some
Well-
kind of SOS, like not a bad message, like a
Oh,
encryption, something that
I suppose so.
prevents like a vocal communication that is hidden within. Maybe that's the next step. We need to decode whatever the fuck is going on with that song.
I mean, maybe. It's strange to have it come up. Is there anything I can do if I, like, push Dr. Dork out of the way and sit down at the computer? Can I hack my way into, like, the code that makes up the file and see if there's anything odd?
Oh, please tell me if
In
you
there?
do this.
In the music file. Yeah,
Yeah.
roll me a hack check.
Okay,
Roll
I'm
me a
doing
push
this.
Dr. Dork out of the way check.
Do you want me to roll a
Go
push
right
check?
ahead. If you can get anything more than this song, be my guest.
Okay,
think
for
all
the
of a
hack
sudden-
check,
Hack check, please.
it's 6 under, it's a 6 under some 53
Wow.
plus 15, whatever that is.
Yeah, that's a
It works.
success. Yeah, you're able to do some DOS commands on the computer, execute file, open parameters. It's weird, like backslashes and brackets. And you're able to open up the file containing the song. It's just a bunch of code. You don't see anything in the file that is like out of the ordinary.
I would like to look over the code as well with my computer's skill and see if or at least help in seeing if I can see anything.
Can I pull out like a tape recorder or something, or like something to or like a little I have a HUD to record the song while they're messing with it, just hit play and record it while they're in the code.
Sure.
And
so
then
you play the song
backwards.
And
you play it backwards.
Dave, if you play the song backwards right now, I'm gonna be really impressed.
I scooch back and
well,
play it backwards.
I can in the future. So here we go. You play it back.
It almost sounds worse.
So imagine this is backwards because it will be. So you hear the song playing backwards. You happen party. You play that for a few seconds, and it sounds like the song backwards. It sounds a little demonic.
No hidden message.
As you're doing that, another text message appears on the screen. Mayday, mayday, whoever this is Heron Terraforming Station. We are under siege. We are barricaded in. We have no means of getting out, no communications. Please send resources for extraction immediately. Immediately, 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 immediately. Exclamation, 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 exclamation.
All right, it's my turn to shove people out of the way.
They're coming. They're coming. They're coming. They're coming.
I want to type on our way and be like, let's go.
Greta Base is not safe.
OMW.
I repeat, Greta Base not safe.
I knew that much.
So, why didn't they just say that at first?
You typed
Why
that.
send a song?
No, I think Corey has put we are on our way and has left the room.
Wait, maybe they played the song. Maybe the song. This could be a stretch. This is me using my Dr. Stimpack brain.
So you
Maybe.
did use it.
No,
Are y'all coming?
The song was a security measure, so that if it was bug or evil, creature thingy trying to use it in sabotage, one of the hosts trying to use it, it's potential that song was a security measure to see if, and it somehow hurts them.
Do you think it maybe
That's why it's
drowns
always
out the
playing.
crab song?
Bob, I need you.
But then it took
The
so long to
anti-crab
write
song?
that message.
Yeah, what are you guys doing? Did Corey just book it out of the room?
Corey's like, I'm on my way. She is
I
on
do think
her
that we
way.
should load up a truck and get over
Bob,
there.
get the door.
We'll start.
But hold on. We really
They need
think it's
immediate
them?
assistance.
Okay.
She
That
comes
just
jogging
seems
back
weird.
in. What are you doing?
Hold on. We should ask if there's anything we need to know coming in.
Yes. Ask something else. Because it takes a long time to type. I feel like typing doesn't take minutes and minutes and minutes.
Text them. We're on our way. Is there anything we should know before coming in with rescue?
Yeah.
We want to make sure that everyone gets out alive.
Yeah. Send that.
Send.
You wait
Corey's
a second.
pacing
You wait a
Just
second.
back and
You're
forth.
standing there. You're all huddling over the computer. The cursor's blinking. Cursor's blinking. The cursor's blinking. And you see suddenly a message pops up, and it says, "Come ASAP, cover your ears, and bring the fucking biggest gun you can find." And we'll leave it there for this week.
Sick.
You got it.
Corey,
Bring the gun.
ready.
Gun first. Gun first.
Gun first, always.
baby.
And bring my playlist, please.
Can someone bring my iPod?
Yeah, bring my iPod. I forgot it. Bring crackers. Bye.
and bananas.
Bye.
Bye.